between Mr. Zelensky and President Trump with Maksym Beznosiuk, who's a strategic policy analyst and writer on Ukraine and Russia. Maksym, thanks for being with us. Do you think real progress was made at these talks in Florida?
I don't think really there has been very substantial progress because we don't see yet agreement on final conditions and implementation details. And there are some stumbling blocks that cannot be overcome. And there are some irreconcilable differences between Russia and Ukraine to move forward this peace process.
In terms of security guarantees, I mean, that is one of the key issues, isn't it? And Donald Trump said that was 95% agreed. But there's a big difference, isn't there, in what he appears to be offering, 15 years of security guarantees against future Russian aggression. Mr. Zelensky wants much longer than that.
Exactly. Well, first of all, Trump proposed 15 years with the possible extension. And Zelensky said up to 50 years would be possible. But I would also like to draw our attention to the necessity to have concrete enforcement mechanisms. And also a topic of foreign troop presence is also important. And I think that Zelensky stressed this month that we need to have actually enforceable mechanisms to ensure Ukraine has security on the ground and that it can prevent Russia from further attacks in the future. So this is another matter, not just how many years, but the concrete steps to ensure Ukraine is secured.
And I suppose at the centre of it all, the real issue is land, territory, the eastern Ukraine, the Donbass. And are we any nearer to any sort of settlement there? Any possible? I mean, could there even conceivably be a compromise? Ukraine doesn't want to relinquish any of its land.
Exactly. Ukraine sent a clear message that it will not withdraw its troops from Donbass. And it makes sense because Ukraine has fortified line there, and it's a stronghold, this remaining territory in Donbass. And if they give it to Russia, Russia can then, continue its aggression in Ukraine. And the problem is also Russia does not want to proceed with peace talks unless Ukraine gives up this remaining territory in Donbass. So for them, they actually openly stated within the last week that this is the goal. Yeah, if they cannot achieve this goal by diplomatic means, they will continue achieving it by military means. So they just want it as a red line. They want full withdrawal of Ukrainian troops from Donbass. I think it's one of the reconcilable differences, actually.
Right. And just very briefly, I mean, just looking ahead to next year, 2026, do you think there will be some sort of peace deal to stop the fighting, or is the war just going to grind on next year?
I think we should, we can expect continued talks in the coming weeks and months. And first of all, the US, EU-Ukraine talks, US-Russia talks. And I think they will drag into the next year for sure. I don't think it will be possible to achieve something substantial on territorial concessions from Ukraine. And also the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is another stumbling block towards achieving peace. Because I don't think it's possible to ensure that Russia also has control over it, because it might impact Ukrainian sovereignty and security. So I think those are like one of the key issues that will prevent in the foreseeable future this resolution and peace plan implementation. Plus, Ukraine, on Donbass, Ukraine will have to conduct referendum on giving up its territory, right? And possibly also elections. And it's very difficult to implement that without lifting martial law that is in place. And it cannot be achieved. And Russia does not want to give Ukraine time even to conduct this referendum.
OK, Maksym, thank you so much for being with us. The latest there on those talks.